now, but we just redid the whole UI. So that's probably also one of the most exciting things about the updates that we've done. If you go through and look at the lab, the Nexus, the page where you can mint packs, all of that brand new, all of it's also mobile friendly. We're going for that retro sci-fi type theme. Bring everybody back to the nostalgia, the 90s, but with that modern twist. So getting back to the lab, that's your hub for upgrading your cards, for making sure that you're in the best position possible to win the simulations, win the tournaments, and in turn, becoming not only have like the most powerful player because your wallet and your profile gains stats and experience which affect gameplay, but also your cards, your trading cards, your Ethogens. Right now, it's just the Ethogens, which are essentially all based off of fun fact, real diseases, real viruses. So we'll make it maybe a little fun game if going through, if people guess which Ethogen is which disease, might be winning some prizes, something like that. Also, feel free to throw them out in the chat. But we wanted to give it like a little fun twist. And the basis of the lore behind it, the plot behind it, is that there's a planet, Way Prime. They have been flourishing because they invented this new technology, but because of that, they've attracted a lot of unsavory characters in their planet, quote unquote trolls from the planet Cryptagion. Still working on the lore, but that's kind of the direction we're going. And essentially, it's a cry for help. These trolls and menaces are spreading out throughout the galaxy, and they've called out to all the most powerful minds in the world, or in the galaxy, I'm sorry, the smartest people out there, the smartest scientists, to help them get rid of this major problem that's just ruining the planet and eventually will spread out across planets to the entire galaxy. So what we're doing, they discovered these Ethogens, which are basically pathogens that only affect the trolls. And the Ethogenists are essentially trying to create the most effective Ethogen to rid planets of the trolls. And that's kind of where the gameplay idea came from. So in the beginning, we're doing the PvE, right, player versus environment, where it'll be one world. It gives you what the environmental traits are of that world, which also affect how your Ethogen will, the efficacy of your Ethogen overall. And then from there, you would choose your Ethogen, run the simulation, and essentially highest score, the score correlates directly to the efficacy of getting rid of these trolls. So there's different stats that each Ethogen has, and all of this is laid out in the white paper. But it's and each stat, affects various parts of the algorithm to get your high score. We have infection rate, we have mortality, resistance, stealth. Each Ethogen has its own strengths and weaknesses. On top of that, they also can have mutations, tons of different types of mutations in there. They have different battle traits, so they're weaker versus ethereal Ethogens, or they're stronger versus cybernetic Ethogens. And then they also have specials. And all of that affects how they do in the game. On top of your wallet address, which is your player profile. Also, if it's the higher the wallet is, the more functionality you have in the lab, the essentially better Ethogenist you are. And with that comes the perks and the knowledge and the experience of increasing your playability, your experience, and your strength overall in the game. But going through the lab, there's a lot of functionalities already here. I mean, you use the SIG token to upgrade yourself, your player profile. You use it for experience, one-to-one correlation. Before you spend SIC in the lab, though, you need to approve SIC spend. SIC spend, essentially, why we did this, it's one little step, but you can customize how much SIC and what you allow to be spent by your wallet. This is a security feature because a lot of projects out there, you connect your wallet and when you sign it, it just gives you access to everything, the smart contract. So that if that smart contract were to get hacked, there was a malicious actor, it was taken advantage of, or if anything like that, they could drain your wallet. We made sure that with the smart contract, you're only approving SIC spend, and you decide how much of the SIC spend to approve. So if there were something to happen, they could only steal that amount of SIC that you approved, and that's it.